I ended up, there it is. Doing my 2nd month subscription, which means now I have Cloud's outfit. Guess that'll be my costume for Halloween. There we go. Just remember, pretty much everyone will be really tall compared to me. I think I made my Catboy pretty short, even on the Catboy side of things. Perfect head pat height. Just beating pets. Okay. Alright, let's go. No? Not here. Julie? Oh, there he is. All clowns wake. Hello there, friend. You have the look of a seasoned adventurer about you, and I would know. What with my superior powers of deduction. If you could spare the time, I could use your assistance in a matter I'm investigating at this moment. Ah, thank you. Pray tell me, are you familiar with the Continental Circus? Muting me so you can read. People of Eorzea know them as a traveling troupe of entertainers who visit whenever All Saints' Wake is upon us. However, in actuality, they are a band of void-sent fiends in disguise. That is not to say they get up to anything that goes beyond the realm of mere mischief. So he can voice it for me, yep. No, they are generally harmless, which is why I've been content to observe them from afar. Bizarrely, I am yet to see any sign of them this time around, despite the festivities being so close at hand. Damn, okay, fine. JJ. That said, I do not mean to say that things have been uneventful of late. A rather peculiar gentleman known as the Scarlet Snout has appeared to fill the vacuum of absurdity left by the circus. Most suspicious, as I'm sure you will agree. Which is why I set about investigating the matter. However, things have not quite gone to plan. I was hoping you might be able to help me look into this strange character. You think you could spare some time to ask the residents of Gridania about the Scarlet Snout? I'm not sure I ever expected that sentence, but okay. Ah, you have my thanks. I shall continue to do my part in the meantime. Pray alert me should you learn aught of interest. Jesus, they're like, yeah. I didn't bother to open my map and look and didn't realize I'd be running quite this far. Oh well. Yeah, I didn't realize it was quite as far as it turned out to be. Thanks, JJ. Is that an Atomos minion? Atrophied Atomos? Fellow with a red nose? Why, no. I've heard nothing of such a man, and I most certainly haven't been invited to a holiday feast organized by such an individual. Perish the thought. About this feast. Alright, I'll tell you all I know. I was heading home from an errand when this fellow with a most prominent proboscis approaches me and asks if I'd visit him at his house. Said he needed someone to share his toys and sweets with. Same time, he made me assure him that I would tell no one of this offer, or that he even spoke to me at all. If he found out about this, I don't know what would happen. Promise me you won't tell anyone else. Let's see what else we got. We got Kirby, we got, is that Alphino or Alice? And we got Orchifant. I'm sure both Alphino and Alice would have just yelled at me for that, but whatever. Man with a red nose? Psst, listen. It's just between the two of us. I've met the man of whom you speak. In fact, he even invited me to a banquet of sorts. Yes, I was relaxing by the river the other night when I suddenly heard a voice that I couldn't quite place. I turned around and see a man dressed in a motley standing behind me. Got to talking. Befitting his appearance, he's quite the jovial fellow. After a pleasant little chat, he invited me to dinner at his home in the coming days. I called it a banquet, but he assured me that it would be a modest affair with only him and a few of his newfound friends. He also swore me to secrecy. No doubt he doesn't want strangers to come and crash the event. So don't tell anyone else I told you about this, alright? Yeah. Yes, this is all very sus. Weird pig man inviting people to his house for a feast. Shut up. Can't say I've seen anyone matching the description myself. Now that you mention it, I remember a friend of mine saying she saw an odd character wandering about here the other day. Stuck with me because she said he was dressed up in odd garb, almost like that of a jester. Can't guarantee that was the man you're looking for, but it sounds too similar to be a coincidence, yes? That is a heck of a scythe, JJ. Is that something from Endwalker? Design is great. Ah, so you're looking for this so-called Scarlet Snout as well, are you? Well, tough luck. I'm gonna beat you to him. See, I've heard that he's a well-heeled bloke who lives nothing more than to share his fortune with his friends. Second extreme scythe. That's a really cool design. Ever since then, I've been searching high and low for him. Even if I did know anything, damned if I'm gonna share it with anyone. Okay then. Yeah, I can imagine. These moon weapons probably all look really cool. Ah, you're back. Did you glean anything of interest, perchance? You have the bow, but you can't equip it yet? Yeah. Inviting total strangers to his abode and swearing them to secrecy. Most suspicious indeed. As I highly doubt he is inviting these people out of the kindness of his heart. Something is afoot here. Speaking of which, I was able to uncover some new information myself. It seemed most sightings of the Scarlet Snout occurred by the river. I suspect it would be relatively easy to spot him if we staked out the area. And yet I am hesitant to go myself. I've been asking around for so long now that it is likely our suspect knows me and is taking pains to avoid me. I am loath to impose upon your kindness. Might I ask you to take care of this alone? Promise that I'll be watching from a safe distance and will not hesitate to lend a helping hand should you need it. Thank you ever so much. Now, we've no time to lose. Let us hurry along to the riverbank. Yes, right by the Leatherworkers Guild should give us a good vantage point. Is it below or above? Nope, definitely below. Scarlet Snout, huh? Should be interesting. Say there, mister! No, not there. Here. Over here. Okay. Greetings, my friend. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Creepy enough. Oh, dear me. Why the cold reception? Surely my appearance doesn't frighten you? Actually... Truly, but how could that be? Why, I dress like this so I can bring laughter and levity to one and all. But where are my manners? I should introduce myself. I am Papa Gruff, a humble cloud. Would you care to share your name with me? Such a pleasant name. Brings a smile right to my face. That feels like we're thick as thieves already. But how to commemorate our newfound friendship, huh? Ah, but of course. Why don't you join me at my humble abode for a feast? Swear you haven't lived until you've been to one of my banquets. I ask only one favor. You're to tell no one about this. Wouldn't do if some random stranger barged in on a gathering of friends, yes? And should I find out you have gone against my wishes, well... Ah, but I jest. That's what I do, you see. I would dream of harving even a flea. You have nothing to worry about, nothing at all. Uh-huh. Any road, come meet me under the Bent Branch Meadows Bridge whenever you're ready. I'd be more than happy to show you the way to my home. Well, ta-ta for now. It was ominous, yeah. Yes, it was, JJ. It's fucking ominous. Oh, yeah, Bent Branch Meadows. It's... There we go. Under the Bent Branch Meadows Bridge. Oh, crap. Screwed up. You're supposed to go talk to the Adventurers Guild guy first. It's like, where's our quest marker? What, buddy? Oh. Oh my god, he's right back where we were a second ago. Completely missed that part. So, that was our man, was it? Must say, his appearance was every bit as distinctive as the rumors said. Pray tell, did he invite you to his feast as he did the others? I had a feeling this was how things might play out. While his actions are most suspicious, it is impossible to tell exactly what his goal is, whether or not he has any malicious intent. I suppose our best option is to play along for the time being. I'd ask you to head to Bent Branch Meadows and observe things from a safe distance. If it seems the snout is up to no good, we'll put a stop to it straight away. I myself shall first rendezvous to the Adventurers Guild in order to deliver my report. Let's rendezvous at our destination when we're both ready. Okay, now to Bent Branch. Riding in style. And we have 4 people, so it'd be just like Final Fantasy XV. The boys all riding in style. Afford you a good vantage point of the precise location the Scarlet Snout gave you. Observe from a distance the hope that he reveals himself. Ah, welcome, welcome, one and all. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you here today. Perhaps it's a bit too formal for the occasion. Let's try this again. My friends, welcome to the House of Gruff. By all means, make yourselves at home. The heck are you carrying on about over here? I hear you from mom's away. My beloved wife, what brings you here? What brings me here? Why, our dear son and I were worrying you might burst a lung while screaming like that. Mama Gruff and Little Gruff. Oh, Papa, Mumsy has told me all about the party. I can't wait to meet all of your new friends. Yes, darling, I'm sure it's going to be an absolutely splendid time. No doubt your father here has invited sheer multitudes of illustrious guests. Isn't that so, Papa? But of course, my sweet. Don't you worry, I can assure you the event will be quite the spectacle. Just think of all those innocent fools sauntering casually to our abode, blissfully unaware that they are in fact marching towards their doom. Oh, how I love seeing the terror on their faces when they realize their fates. It is truly to die for, quite literally for them. Yes, with the fear we've extracted from the depths of their very souls, we can summon forth our fiendish friends and hold the banquet of our dreams. The night of devilry shall finally be upon us. Uh-huh. Night of devilry? Is that something fun? It will be the most fun you've had, little one. Admittedly, I have yet to experience it myself, but I've heard enough of the legends to know it will not disappoint. Any road, our honored guests are scheduled to arrive any moment now. Head back to the venue, my dear family. I shall return anon. Come on, Lysander, you can be Gladio. Or actually, maybe I'm Gladio, even though I'm tiny. Because I'm the Dark Knight. Back from Bent Branch, are you? Pray tell me, what exactly did you witness there? Good gods. Sounds like a plot most foul indeed. Fortunately, help is at hand. Upon hearing my report, the guild saw fit to dispatch an expert in matters of the occult to aid us in getting to the bottom of this. I'm most certain he will be able to help us come up with an effective way to thwart the Snout's villainy. Let me know when you're ready and I shall introduce you to him. Ooh, who's this gonna be? Beast to remember, pumpkin cookie and clowning around. Ready to proceed with our investigation, are you? Excellent. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed collaborator. This is Mark, a specialist in matters of the occult, dispatched by the guild to assist in apprehending the nefarious Papa Gruff. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that I have a grasp of the situation as it stands. If it's quite alright with you, pray share all you have learned about our quarry thus far. I see. Quite fascinating indeed. So it was all as I read in that tome. But my apologies, I tend to get lost in my own thoughts sometimes. Let me begin by giving you a brief introduction to the so-called Night of Devilry, or at least as I understand it. It is said that during All Saints' Wake, the saints are invited to banquets in the heavens each and every night. At such time, the world below is left unprotected, and fiends summoned by the Ogre Pumpkinhead are free to wreak havoc on the defenseless denizens. One fiend in particular is said to be especially boisterous. I speak of the one known as the Doomsday Clown. Though perhaps you know him better as Scarlet Snout or Papa Gruff. In any event, they are all the same most nefarious personage. If the texts are to be believed, those who set foot in his domain are fated never to return. Say, just listening to this tale is enough to make my hair stand on end. That said, it seems we have quite a task on our hands even attempting to save his would-be victims. Have we no way of protecting ourselves once inside his lair? Thought you would never ask. Pray, feast your eyes on these fine creations of mine. Present to you two artifacts I have recreated by referencing a number of ancient tomes, together with some of my own personal touches, of course. Behold the fiendish lantern and a phial of warding holy water. But what do? You must wonder. Well, they allow me to explain. First of all, the fiendish lantern emits a certain wavelength of light that void scent absolutely detest. As for the warding holy water, it not only protects the holder's soul from being stolen, but also enables one to rescue the lost souls of others and return them to their mortal frames. I've not yet had the opportunity to test them and thus cannot vouch for their effectiveness, but I am very much hoping that they will serve you well, for both our sakes. Uh-huh. It's like, wait, what? Wait, you mean there's no guarantee that... Uh-huh. Of course. But it matters not. We face a potential crisis here, and beggars cannot be choosers in times of need. My friend, are you willing to put your faith in Mark's creations and do what needs to be done? Even if Mark's creations don't work, I'm pretty sure I could take on some void scent. Excellent. In the meantime, I shall do my best to ensure that the Scarlet Snout is not able to lure anyone else into his trap. Speaking of the Snout, I've also heard another rumor. Apparently he's been handing out odd pumpkin cookies to those who attend his feast. If you come into possession of such a confection, might you show it to me when you return? So you're saying I shouldn't eat the pumpkin cookie? Okay then. Splendid. Before you go, allow me to furnish you with a link pearl. Rest assured that I shall do my damnedest to support you from afar after you enter the Dread Clown's personal domain. Also, should you wish to know aught more about the items with which I have furnished you, just say the word. I shall return to Miketo's amphitheater and see that no other frightening hijinks ensue. You found out what you would about the snout. Visit me there. Okay then. Oh gee, it's a light party instance, so it's perfect. Topograph down here? Yep. If it isn't my friend. Terribly sorry for the delay. Your timing couldn't be better. I'm pleased to report that I've finished preparing for the festivities. Let my loyal Harlequin guide know once you're ready, and he'll be more than happy to show you the way to the venue. Ooh. Access to Phantom's Feast seasonal instance. Speak with the Harlequin guide under the Bent Branch Meadow Bridge or in the Acorn Orchard. Light party instance. There are no class, job, or level requirements. Nice, so we can be what we want. Parties that register with less than 4 members will be filled out automatically. Yep, perfect. It's like unsynced, so we don't have to have a healer, and we can just be what we want. I'm frightfully sorry for having kept you waiting. Do you wish to head to the banquet now? Master Gruff is eagerly anticipating your arrival. It's like actual ghosts and ghouls and goblins and stuff, but in the most comical way they appear. I love it. What the? Oh, I lost my first bar. Okay. So I guess we're not using, like, actual class skills here. We're just using the lantern and the holy water. Hi, Ben. Excellent. I'll do all of my power to assist you in thwarting a Gruff clan's vile scheme. Sure to make use of the fiendish lantern I gave you. Should you encounter any void scent? Yeah, we can just, like, instantly kill them with the lantern. So we don't even really need to do anything class-wise. Or first, as soon as we queued in, I was like, oh, let me turn on my tank stance, only to realize my bar was gone and had been replaced with the pet hot bar or whatever, right? This is so goofy and I love it. Oh yeah, auto heal penalty and no actions allowed. Yeah, HP regeneration and actions turned off altogether. Such a goofy dungeon and I love it. Looks like they're using the Tamtara tile set, if not the full-on Tamtara dungeon, which is absolutely fitting. Well, hello there, little Gruff. Ha ha ha, as he runs away. Wonder what a boss battle is even gonna be like with our skills being just these three. New friend, let's play together here forever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah, come play with us forever and ever and... Oh, I see. Run over them to open them. This is weird and kind of hilarious. It's kind of like the Air Force One in the Gold Saucer, right? Get all these little ones and avoid the bad ones. All these different scores. This is such a weird boss fight, and I love it. Got a little too greedy a couple of times and took some bombs to the face. Can't relate. This is such a goofy event. It's awesome. Look up. Oh my god. Ghost arrows? Oh, here comes Mama Gruff. My banquets, friends, pray join me in the dining room so we all can feast. Well, I will say, Mark's tools seem to be working wonderfully here. What do you got for us? Pray, eat your fill. We want your soul to be nice and plump when we devour it. Strangely enough, the food appears to be entirely safe. Suggest you eat your fair share and try to keep Mama Gruff in a good mood. Oh great, so now we have to race to eat food? This is so weird. These are some of the weirdest boss fights ever. This whole dungeon is super hilarious, man. It's funny you happen to like run up to someone when they're in the middle of an exquisite dish and like cover them by killing the clown that's chasing after them. That's like the best part of this whole thing is that despite how hilarious and goofy this whole thing is, the battles have, like, real mechanics to them. Right? It's not just a joke, it's a joke with actually pretty well-made fights. Wait, what's up here? That's the direction we're supposed to be going, then what's all this? Just a couple of extra souls. And enemies, looks like. Yeah, they literally just took the Tamtara dungeon and, like, put a bunch of Halloween decorations and stuff all over it. The little ghosts holding hands. Open the mini-map. What the? The mini-map is Halloweened out too? That's a good catch. The mini-map is even decorated for Halloween. Yeah. This is great. Oh, it is. It's a ballroom for everyone to, like, dance in. Hey, buddy. Okay, then. Let's see, how do we do this? Oof. Oh, out of charges. Gotta save the captive souls, too. So we have to, like, juggle back and forth between the charges that we have. Or there's just going to be so many summon that we don't have enough charges and we have to dodge a bunch of mechanics while we're at it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wow, this is a real, actual, like, serious fight. Even with us not being able to legitimately fight with our skills or anything, this is a real serious fight. Oh, bunch them all up, yeah. That does actually make sense. Oof. Stealing all my precious souls? Never! Holy moly. That was like a legit fight. It was interesting. Well, okay then. That was very weird and interesting. Then back to Keto. Yep, back to Miketo. Ah, there you are. Glad to see you return from the spectral realm in one piece. I say, did Mark's inventions provide adequate aid? They actually worked perfectly, dude. Wow, I have 6 pumpkin cookies? Wonder what the extras are used for. Relieved I am to hear that. Small wonder the man came so highly recommended. Of course, I must thank you for risking your life and limb to put them to use. Thanks to you, we can rest assured that the souls of the Gridanian people are safe from the fiend's trickery. Full glad to finally lay my eyes upon this rumored cookie as well. And just to be safe, I took the liberty of advising the other invitees not to attend the feast for their own good. I am concerned, however, that some of them did not seem so keen on heeding my instructions. If you find any that have gone on ahead, pray save as many of them as you can, so that means you can rerun the dungeon like as many times as you want during the event. Now that we know that Mark's creations can be relied upon, no reason to think we should not be able to rescue everyone from the Snout's clutches. What the... Papa, where have all my new friends gone? Don't worry, sweetheart. Father will sort this all out. What the heck were those abominable trinkets, anyway? Why did you not warn me that one of those despicable adventurers might crash our party? Oh, my beloved, pray calm your heart. That adventurer fellow was one thing, but rest assured that none of our ordinary guests will be equipped with such artifacts. We shall have our fun soon enough, believe you me. What's more, I found someone who has volunteered to help us in our quest. They say the best approach is to just wander around the towns, shouting out invitations to anyone within earshot. But just imagine how many guests they'll manage to lure here with such a bold approach. Now, listen to me. Be sure to invite as many people as possible, alright? The more terror, the better, I say. Your wish is my command, Master Gruff. This will be a fine All Saints wake indeed. That said, I do wonder who this mysterious new acquaintance might be. Rest assured that I will be keeping close watch on the Scarlet Snout to make sure that his baleful plans never come to fruition. I will see to it that none of these expected visitors attend the banquet. Then, when he comes out to ascertain what has gone amiss, we will strike with an expert team assembled by the Adventurers Guild, putting an end to the villainy once and for all. In the meantime, I ask that you pray go and rescue anyone the Snout has already managed to lure into his domain. That would doubtless encourage him to abandon his scheme even sooner. Pumpkin cookies and clowning around cosmetics. Now attempt the Phantom's Feast seasonal instance again by speaking with the Harlequin guide in either Miketo or the Acorn Orchard. Successfully complete the instance will earn you pumpkin cookies. Exchange cookies for items and equipment by speaking with the Shady Smock in Miketo's amphitheater. Also speak with the Genial Geyser and join the Marvelous Masquerade in the Haunted Manor. Well then, Winners Club. Alright, this is techniques for painting an appropriate spooky clown pattern on one's face. Okay, so it's clown face makeup. Oh, these need to go down here because they're going in my dresser or armoire. Continental Circus, the Publicist, Genial Geyser. Fancy part in our most marvelous masquerade. I can assure you that it will be a devilishly good time. Haunted Manor, huh? Huh. Okay then. What's going on here? I mean, I get this is the Hawk Manor layout, but what exactly is it? Here's footprints, so I guess follow the footprints? JJ? Change into NPCs? Glamour Weaver? Well, hello there. Something? Me? Never. I am but a fun-loving imp, here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake. I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is for you to recall a journey unforgettable, traverse your memories, and tell me what you see. Conflict of 1,000 years, realm anew. Now think of someone remarkable you encountered in that time. Someone powerful. Yes, that's it. Really, Julie? Yours was Nashu? Urine woman, Mikote man, crimson of both hair and eye. Oh, Graha. Darlian man who hates to be outdone. Darlian man admired by many. Charming, compassionate, Lalafell, lady of noble birth. Heroine of unmatched in loyalty and valor, Rogadin woman of unshakable conviction, a jolly woman, Kote woman famed as a peerless songstress. Loyal Mikote assists a gentleman. Okay. Nashu, impressively inquisitive nature, Huron gentleman. That would be Hildebrand. Okay, Julie, now we match. And it's the messed up version of Hildebrand, too. What else are we even supposed to be doing in here? Oh, this one's all Halloweened up, too, this mini-map. Just funky NPC time. There's nothing else even in here. Hey, Gra. That the guy from is it Stormblood or Shadowbringers? I think it's the one from Stormblood. I haven't actually played through it yet, though. Magni, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much else here. Wait, I'll be Sadhu. Just Sadhu just spinning around. Alright, let me see. Yeah. Aside from the dressing up like NPCs, it seems to be just a Halloweened out version of Hawk Manor. Oh, it's like that every year? Okay. Who else? Oh, there's the circus vendor. Okay, so we need pumpkin cookies to get the whole clown outfit. Have enough for the top, the bottoms, and that's it. I'd still need 2, 4, 6 more. But at the very least, there we go. Oh, you guys are heading for maps? Alright, I'll see you guys later. Oh, wow. That's a heck of an outfit, Lysander. Yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys and run all this stuff today. Let's see, I need 5 more of these pumpkin cookies. in order to get the whole outfit. Let me see. I want to try and drag you guys along with me. I'm going to see what happens if I go back into the dungeon again. Hopefully, sorry. Kept you waiting. Wish to go to the banquet. I'm going to see how many cookies I end up with if I run this dungeon. If they only give you one each time, or if they're going to give me a few. Because I need a total of 6 to get all the other pieces. Should probably get rid of the sword for this. Because they don't use it anyway. It's actually like super easy to understand this dungeon too. That's part of what I like about it. It's like they take away all your abilities and everything, but you spend like 5 seconds in this dungeon, encounter your first ghost and your first captive soul, and it's like really easy to understand exactly what you're supposed to do in here. And yet everything else just sort of builds around that. Real like boss mechanics and real AoEs and stuff built around this thing of just using these 2 abilities. So, a Verminion player, an Ultimate Legend who isn't waiting for any of us. And then of the Silver Lining, I think, is an ARR MSQ title, I believe. Okay. For some reason, there was a part of me that thought that if you let the pumpkins stay in the AoE too long, they'd get, like, blown up and you wouldn't be able to get them in time. But I guess not. Plus, I don't think we're actually gaining... Yeah, it's not even like we're fighting for a high score or anything. We just have to get a certain amount before we're done, and it just keeps going, so... We're fine. Wonder if the... I'm trying to think about what the number of cookies you get after the dungeon could be based on. The only thing I can see that's really keeping track of a score or anything is like the number of souls you save. So maybe it's attached to that somehow. All right, time to eat. Should probably try to watch Ashard's back and make sure nothing sneaks up on him. Seems to be the less experienced player of the group. Wow, one spawned right in front of me. Oh, dang it. There we go. Such a weird, goofy dungeon. I love this place. Having the obvious, right, Tamtara and Hawk Manor both decked out in holiday, like, Halloween stuff. Yeah, some of the people in the party are just like trying to finish the dungeon as fast as possible. But I want to see about saving as many souls as I can and see if that increases the number of cookies I end up with. I like our Ultimate Legends name. Sharkzilla. Okay, that's 30. Last time I finished the dungeon, I ended up with 6, I think it was, cookies. I don't know if the captive souls you free in this final battle count, but if not, maybe it's 1 cookie for every 5 souls you save? There we go. Big group of them and then blast them. Boom. Hit at least like 3 or 4 of them at a time. Now, there we go. Big chunk. Take out big blasts of them. Okay, yeah, so these souls that we're saving here during the final fight don't really count towards our souls saved total. Rather, it's just we have to save a number of them to finish the fight. There we go. Yeah, so if it's 1 cookie for every 5 souls, that would make sense. I like your name, Sharkzilla. Seven. Yep. I got 6 cookies out of that again, so I think it's 1 cookie for every 5 souls you save. And this should be enough. Clown hat. The gloves. And the boots. And I don't care about any of the decoration stuff, so I'll grab some pumpkin prisms. Oh my god. I may need to run that dungeon 10 more times. Because that might be worth it. Okay. Let me go pop this stuff back in the... There it is. Back in my armoire. Sec. Alright. Now I'll hop in here. Drop all of this stuff in the armoire because it can all go in there. Then discard those changes. Go with this one. Go with Cloud's full outfit. Don't need that. But I may want to put on... Fortunately, I don't have anything that looks Buster Sword-ish yet. I'll get saved there. And this... No. No. None of those. Really don't care about this. Not a big fan of the design of those things anyway. Oh boy. Wow, that looks terrible and I love it. Will you be able to see wrist? No. Okay. So bad. They finished? Yeah, they finished. Send them out on one last daily session.